In addition to thinking about all the sucktasticness of this year, we did try to come up with a few things that were good. Unfortunately, the list is rather short.
It's really short, so you're going to have to help us out in the comment section and add some positives. Because it would be great to have some stuff to look forward to in 2013 of how great things are going to be.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to a lot of things in 2013, just mostly personal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I think that we're just going to get a lot of the same. And there's never a lack of fodder from this administration. But I'd say our number one most, our biggest dollop of awesome sauce for 2012 would be our meet and greet.
It was so great.
So great.
If you were at our meet and greet, you rock, and you know how fun it was. It was really fun.
And we'll have another one, I'm sure,
in
the next 6 to 12 months. And it'll be, hopefully as fun, if not more fun, but it's going to be really hard to top that first one.
Yeah, because that was like the inaugural event, and it was just complete awesome sauce.
It was so great. Yeah,
it really was.
You go ahead. What are some?
Well, I would like
positive?
to. I would just like to point out that Ashley Judd's miniseries, which was really not a miniseries, it was just a show. It was canceled after one season, even though she talked about the fact that there were going to be multiple seasons, but then there weren't because it was so sucktastic.
And her face is puffy.
And her face is puffy. And to me, that is good.
That is a positive.
What's not good is that she was all up in our grills at the DNC, like she was.
This is what a feminist looks like.
And she was the Tennessee state delegate or whatever, so she was the one that that presented the Tennessee votes for Obama and all that, and it was completely annoying as always. So,
but we retained the House.
That's good.
That's very good. That's very good. Yes. I mean, as long as Obama doesn't strong arm everything, I think that's very good. Yeah.
That is good. And right to work in our own state of Indiana,
our own state, Michigan, Wisconsin,
and Scott Walker's recall,
the epic fail,
which was completely awesome.
Epic fail.
Oh my God! I just thought of another horrible thing.
Oh no! What?
Andrew Breitbart.
Oh my God!
Yeah. I thought of that. You know why I thought of that? Here, you have to hear my thought process, because Scott Walker's recall. I remembered that when we took our picture holding like the Breitbart is here signs, someone wrote, "I wish he were alive to see the recall results," because it was all happening at that same time. I miss him.
I miss him too. That was really bad.
That was a huge
But you know what? I think we could also turn it around and make it a good, because we do what we do a lot. We look at him. He was very inspiring. Very inspiring. To nobodies like us. He was very inspiring because he proved that just a regular dude could have such a huge impact. Huge impact. And, it's just a loss. Like, I don't visit the Breitbart set of sites. Well, it's completely different now, and there's some lawsuits going on over there and everything with Dana. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on over there because it was one dude running the show.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like, I would never ever compare Breitbart to us because we're like, nobody's compared to Breitbart, but you and I run the show. There's nobody else.
Right.
And some people think that we're more than just the two of us, but it's just the two of us. And, if we ever did get big like that, we'd still be running the show.
Oh, yeah.
Until one of us was hit by a bus. Honestly. Yeah. So, I think it's just fallen. I'm not saying Breitbart has fallen apart. It's still a reputable source, but they've had their issues over there. And I think a lot of it is because he was the glue that held everything together, So let's turn that frown upside down. And just know that Breitbart is here.
That is right.
Right?
He is here.
He is here. He was around for a reason, and he's definitely inspiring. He's still inspiring today. So there's our friend.
That's a positive.
Turned upside down. That is positive. Awesome. He can stay on the positive list.
Okay, good.
The appointment of Tim Scott by Nikki Haley.
Rock on.
What up?
That was really, really awesome, and I'm excited to see what he's going to do. Really, really, really
And
excited.
that's my favorite. That one's the last one's my favorite.
Say it.
The public schools fought back against the food Nazi, Michelle Obama.
That was kind of awesome.
Give us some fat. All right?
We're hungry.
We are hungry.
We're starving. We're growing children. Give us some regular food.
So that was a big deal.
Enough with the tofu.
That was a big deal. Yeah, so those are our...
those are what we came up with for the positives.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know what else. What else was there? I'm sure there was other good stuff, but
you guys are gonna have to help us out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's just because it's this close to November, it's still raw. Like the whole election thing, it's still so recent, and so it's hard to think about good stuff in the wake of that. But if you have good suggestions, or think of like super awesome stuff that happened in 2012 on the political scene, we would appreciate it because we could use the pickup.
Yeah, we could really use some good news. That would be great.
So
but in the meantime, we hope y'all have a fabulous, fabulous New Year's.
Are you a resolutioner?
I am a big time resolutioner.
Are you?
Mm-hmm. I don't always share it, but every year. In fact, I remember I had bucket lists. I mean, up until I turned 40, because I'm 41 now. But up until I turned 40, I always had a bucket list every year. Like on my birthday, I was really big about that. But I am a resolution girl.
Really?
I'm a Virgo. That's what we do.
So do you like make an actual
list?
Oh
yeah.
Oh my god.
I am a planner. I like put it down. Yeah, I'll set goals. I'm like, yeah.
You're like so Stephen Covey about that stuff.
I am a Franklin planner.
You're like
I am a Franklin planner.
Franklin planner.
I am.
Whereas I do not resolve to do anything.
I know.
But can just continue to live on.
I know. Which is great. I think that that is what makes us work. You know?
Which is so funny because you're always accusing me of being such a planner, but really,
well, you're a planner when it comes to like going to Vegas.
Yes.
And that is when there needs to be no plans.
Well, I don't want plans in Vegas.
No, but you're like, you have an itinerary. You're always like, and we have to do this, and then we have to do this. And like when you and I went to DC for CPAC, it was like, we were down to the 10-minute mark. I'm like, oh, for crying out freaking loud. Can we just sit and have a cocktail? Yeah. Because I don't really get a lot of vacations. So.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, I mean, in Vegas, I did not want to do anything. I wanted to do nothing but make sure we got there.
That's true.
And had accommodations.
That's true.
Beyond that, I didn't want to
But you are very planny up to the point of going. You get really planny. Oh, yeah. You're very planny.
Yeah, because I like to make sure that everything is going to go the way it's supposed to go.
And like for our meet and greet,
oh yeah.
You are planny.
I was plantastic. And even though I was plantastic, I still was clueless. Like when Agent J was like, "So who's handling your logistics?" And I was like,
"What's logistics?
What does that mean?
What is that?"
And thank God for her because
oh my God,
there's
the next one will be. I think the next one will be exponentially better, just because we will have Agent J.
And now we kind of know what worked and what didn't work.
Now we kind of know like how to throw a party
because we basically
were like, "Here's beer." And we're here. Hey, let's hang out. Yeah. And so apparently something like that sort of event requires a little bit more logistical planning.
Yeah.
We understand that now. But you know what? It went off pretty well.
Yeah. But that's just funny that like for that kind of stuff I am a planner, but like for
life,
I don't like plans.
Life I'm totally a planner.
So like what? Can you give an example of a resolution? Or are they secret?
Some of them are secret, but I would say, your regular ones, like eat better and try to exercise more. Because I'm getting older and I have a young daughter and I want to be,
around.
Yeah, that. And I don't want to be like the 60-year-old mom when she's in college and, and I look like I'm 70. You know what I mean? Just to not embarrass her so much. Not really so much out of vanity as much as it is that I'm an older mom. So I don't know. So your basics, like you're eating healthy and trying to stay healthy and stuff like that, which I sometimes when you're one of those people, you take care of all this stuff and you have a lot of stuff going on. Sometimes you let yourself, you forget that you need to eat a vegetable once in a while and that sort of thing. So I got to get better about doing that. And, drinking water and all that crap. And then on top of that, I'd say I have a lot of professional goals, like for our site.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess I look at it less as a resolution than like a wish or a hope, or you know what I mean? So it's not something that I'm like, I'm going to resolve to do this.
I want world peace.
I'm more of a pageant.
I want world peace.
I more do like a pageant answer than a resolution. So
yeah, I am, certain things for my family and for, forgiveness and all that crap, you know.
But you sit down and write it out and think about it.
I sit down and think about it. Wow. I usually don't share it with anybody. I just kind of sit, and then I don't always look at it at the end of the year because I just kind of remember what I wrote. But then I think to myself, what didn't I accomplish? And usually 8 of the 10, I'm like, oh, crap. It's December 31st. I better get on the stick. Yeah,
I'm gonna drink like a gallon of water to make up for it.
It's like, you eat like a heaping amount of broccoli and you're like, I did it! I did it for the year! Yeah. Yeah. So...
Vegetables? Check.
No, it's not all just about that. And then we have a lot of stuff, with the site. There's a lot of stuff I want to do with the site, and I think, I'll force you to make some professional goals. We'll sit down and do that.
Yeah, because personally, man, I just want to keep on keeping on.
I know. Keep on keeping on. Make sure everybody's healthy and happy.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because then it's been a good year, Yeah. If you just have that, what else matters?
I know. You're right. You're absolutely right. Touche. Touche. But we should always try to better ourselves, right?
Well, like Mr. Mock is like, I'm going to, do diet and exercise.
Is he that?
He's that guy.
He's
wanting to do that. And I was like, okay, so like, when are you going to do that? And he said,
New Year's Day.
January
2nd.
No. It's like January, whenever the day after the final college bowl game is, the championship game.
Yeah, because Bama's playing Notre Dame.
Right. And so he was like, there's no way I can't eat.
Okay, speaking of which, I'm going to say right now, I will be rooting my ass off for Bama because I'm an SEC girl.
Yeah.
I almost went to Alabama. I had my roommate and everything. Ashley, if you're out there, what? Tutwiler dorm. We must live there. But I didn't go to Alabama. I went to Tennessee.
Did you ever meet Ashley?
Yeah, Ashley is. Yeah, we went to high school together.
Oh,
she's one of our readers.
Oh, okay. I thought you.
She'll be so happy that she's in this video. She's seriously, she will, because she loves our site. She'll be like, "Oh my god, I was in the video." Yeah, but she. I
didn't know if it was just an assignment you hadn't met.
No, we were gonna be. I was hoping I'd be, unless she at the last minute would have been like, I cannot live with you. Oh my god. But I would have roomed with her, and it would have been fun. We would have had a great time. And I loved, Alabama's a beautiful school. I just ended up going to Tennessee. It's just one of those things. I think they were very Greek at Alabama. They were still pretty Greek at Tennessee, but I ended up ended up being a volunteer. But I still will always love Bama.
Yeah.
And Georgia. So if Georgia would have won, of course, that would have been unbelievable because my sister went to Georgia and we have, Georgia people all over our family. And Mr. I grew up in Georgia. And Mr. Mock, his head would have exploded.
Oh my God, seriously. I don't even know how.
You wouldn't even be able to live in this house. Like,
we would have been spending an ungodly amount of money on tickets.
It would have been out of control. Yeah, it would have been out of control. But I think that anybody that is in the SEC is extremely excited that that Bama has the opportunity to kick the living crap.
But see, at the same time, it's like, Notre Dame is such an Indiana fixture, and so, like, being an Indiana girl, it's kind of hard.
Well, yeah, my dad's from South Bend.
Yeah, I mean, so,
and my dad's whole side of the family, they're all South Bend. But, the funny thing is none of them actually went to Notre Dame.
They're just huge tailgaters.
They're just huge. They just make really good chili at tailgates. Yeah. But yeah, that's
the thing, is, like, I'll be watching it completely neutrally, I'll be like, yay, that's awesome, whoever won.
I won't be neutral. I won't be neutral only because I went to an SEC school.
Well, and Mr. Mock won't be neutral
There
either.
will be no neutrality
but but what's funny about him is that he's like, when it's time for Mini Mock to go to college, it's either going to be Georgia or Notre Dame.
That's weird.
Isn't it? But he's always been like very,
Yeah,
Notre
Mr. Daisy went to Purdue, so he'll be rooting for Alabama.
Okay.
Because Purdue people, they're like Notre Dame. And the Notre Dame people, it's a constant. If you go to an Indiana school,
it's rivalry all the way.
They all hate each other,
Yeah.
But I mean, so he'll be rooting with me for Alabama for once. He will be, he'll be like, because he even said, I think that one of the first times that we went back and forth about football, he said something like, "Did you get like a standard issue banjo when you went to Tennessee?" I mean, seriously. Yeah. Okay. Did they give you a protractor at Purdue?
Zing!
Yeah. So this is like, yeah, that's what it is. So yeah, so it'll be that'll be great.
Yeah.
That's something to look forward to. So yeah, so he can't do anything like exercisey. I think we're going back to the exercise thing after a 10-minute deviation on football.
But that's why, because he wants all the college games out of the way.
Because he has to focus.
Because then he can focus and he won't feel driven to drink excessively, which he does during college football, or to eat excessively. So I think he just thinks it'll just be an easier time once that date has passed.
Okay.
So that's his resolution thing, which I think is the same every year. I don't know how successful it is, but yeah.
Ours is, I would just like to I would like to have 100,000 more Facebook fans this year.
100,000 more? I would like 100,000.
I want 100,000 more than what we have right now.
Wow. So we would have to get to 182,000.
Yep. Yeah. Wow. Wouldn't that be fantastic?
Okay, y'all start needing to,
you gotta aim
start
high,
sharing
girl.
our page.
You gotta aim high. Seriously, what have we got to lose? Aim high.
Well, you know what? We're at 82,000 now, and we were hoping to hit 50.
To get 50 at our meet and greet.
At our meet and greet, which was September 29th. So that's pretty awesome.
It's 30,000.
Yeah, 30,000.
So that's 30,000 in what? How many months? That's like 3 or 4 months.
October, November, December, 3 months.
Yeah, so take 30,000 in 4 months, you're looking at 120,000. So this time next year, we could have 100,000 more people.
That is
I'm just saying, it's doable.
Blowing.
See, listen, that's more of a doable goal than making $100 off the site.
This is definitely more doable than making money. Yeah, definitely more doable. Likes, no problem. Money,
Facebook likes. Yeah. And I wonder, another goal of mine is to not get kicked off of Facebook this year.
My God. Seriously, we have to really be careful.
We gotta be careful because they hate us. They've already pegged us and they don't like us.
That is scary how dependent we've become on Facebook. I don't like it. I hate having to be dependent on them.
I'm not a fan either.
And there's like a whole other community that's like Facebook that looks like Facebook called, I forget what it is, like Tea Party Community or something like that, which looks just like Facebook, only it's specifically for conservatives. And
really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like Kevin Jackson, the Black Sphere guy, he is on it, and I think he's trying to build his community there. Because
should we do that?
Well, we probably should think about it.
I've not even heard of it, and I have a site like that.
I registered
Which makes me think
it.
that other people have probably never heard of it either.
Yeah, I need to find out the name of it. But I mean, it's growing. You know, I mean, I think that there's some.
It's not like Google or anything, is it?
No. Like... I mean, when you go to it, it feels like Facebook. It's set up very, very similarly, but it's totally run by conservatives.
Would you guys do that?
Yeah, if you want us to
I know
switch...
you can't answer me right now, but would you? Hello. Hello. Would you do that?
Because if you follow us over there, then it's
just in case we get booted.
Right.
It'd be awesome if you could dual follow us and
you know what? When we post this video, I'll include a link to that other community.
Okay.
Because that way people can register with it, and then if we start worrying that we're about to get kicked off, we can immediately tell everyone on Facebook, okay, come over here. And then that's where we'll be, and we'll have like a whole
because they just do not like us.
They don't like...
They don't like conservatives. But they really don't like us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well.
You know, if we get like hundreds of thousands of more followers, then that means hundreds and thousands of more haters. Which means more wall of shame, people!
More wall of shame.
By the way, can I tell you a really fast story about someone that I want to put on our wall of shame, which was actually from the Mock Doc, because it was in response to my mom's my story about my mom's book.
Wait. Did they actually say something bad about your mother?
No, but it was just not nice. So I
What do you mean it wasn't nice? How can you not be nice to your mother?
That's right, I'm saying. Well, here's what so it was the exact same post. If you guys read my post about the book that my mom wrote for my Christmas present, everyone, by the way, all of you were so nice about that.
Yeah, because it was an awesome story.
It was an awesome story. And so the exact same thing I wrote on our site about it, I cross-posted onto my other site. And people were very, very nice over there, too, except for some person who called themselves Just Snarky or something like that.
That's original.
I'd never seen them before. Like, it was a new person. And it's the first sentence of it said, well, I guess this story checks out. Like I was going to make it up somehow. The story, I guess, checks out.
What, they do research? They call your mom?
But then
they said... Mrs. Mock Mom? Did you actually write that book? Give me a break.
It was so weird. But remember the quote that I included from her.
Like the epilogue.
Yeah, in the epilogue, my mom wrote, and I had quoted it in the post about how when she used to travel to and from communist Poland, she would get off the plane in Poland and think about how dreary and gray and sort of everything was in black and white. That's her perception of it. And then when she would come back to the U.S. and get off the plane, everything was in color. That was like kind of how it struck her as the differences between the two countries. So I included that quote, as you know. And this person wrote that I was too young to remember what Poland was like, which I didn't claim to. It was a quote from my mom. I was too young. And then it said, and besides, Poland isn't like that. Poland is like this and this and this. And they went on about how clearly we didn't know what we were talking about because Poland has come a long way. And it's like they were defending Poland when we had never criticized
You never
them.
dissed Poland. Yeah.
It was just the most bizarre thing. And I wrote back and I was like, do you understand what quotation marks signify? Because, and he said, this is just
do you understand how to read?
It was so weird.
Actual words on a page.
It was just weird. And then it said, this is just your perception of what Poland was like.
No, that was actually your mother's perception.
It was my mom. And you're right. It was her perception.
It's called a book.
Clear. Oh my God. It was so ridiculous.
So she was offended by that.
I don't even think she's seen it, frankly. I don't know if she even has seen that comment.
No, I'm talking about the chick
whoever wrote it. Yeah, if it was a chick, I don't know. But
it sounds like a chick.
Yeah, it was just so...
I don't think a dude would take the time to be like, I question your mother's feelings. I question it.
I mean, it was such a positive, uplifting story anyway.
Don't you want to just punch her in the face?
Why do you have
What did you say? Did you say I want to punch you in the face?
I kind of did. I said, you know what? I don't think you're just snarky. I think you're just a jerk.
I think you're just a biatch. That needs to get off my page and quit dissing my mother before I punch you in the face.
It was just so pointless. I mean, especially because the response to her story has been so nice.
Yeah.
And then for somebody to just be
snarky like that,
right?
About something that's nice.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like, here's a puppy.
I don't. I'm gonna kick that.
Yeah.
For no reason, I'm gonna kick that puppy. That is what that was like.
Okay, so this is why you need to give us some positive stuff for 2013.
Yes.
Because believe me, we're positive. She's like Miss Ray of Sunshine over here. Honestly. But I mean, it would be nice to hear some more uplifting things for 2013 and what we have to look forward to in this fabulous, fabulous coming year. Because you know what? Everybody gets a fresh start.
Yay! And I would be curious to hear about other, like, our readers' resolutions too.
So give us some of those resolutions.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!